Horror has been a genre that I usually stay away from, which is awkward since one of my favorite movies of all time is Aliens. The S is important. Most of the time, it's just a bunch of people making bad decisions, falling down, and pretty much responding to stimuli in anything but how a normal person would. Throw in some gore and thoughtless violence, and you got a good portion of the genre. Hello everyone, I'm Zath, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about a new series that I've just started. With the announcement of the anime right around the corner, I thought it was time to give this manga a try. So sit back, friends, and let's discuss why you should be reading Jujutsu Kaisen. As always, I try to do my best to not spoil you, however, I'll be covering the overall plot and some details in the first volume. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen does not, in fact, fall under horror, it's more of a supernatural action drama. But cut me a little slack. The first page I saw of the series was one of the characters devouring a finger and being completely chill about it. Seriously, it's not my fault. I mean, look at the cover. Itadori has a mouth on his hand. I thought it was at least going to be some body horror. But anyway, the story is about a high schooler named Yuji Itadori, an athletic boy who refuses to be a member of the sports club even though he's a perfect candidate. Instead, he joins the Occult Research Club, which ends by 4 each day, which allows him to visit his grandfather in the hospital. One day, the group of friends find a cursed object, and it unleashes more than what they bargained for. With his friends in danger and nowhere to protect them, Itadori chooses to swallow the dangerous cursed object, which is a finger. And I mean, good on you, bro, for wanting to protect your friends, but just how did you swallow that with no questions asked? Anyway, back on topic. Itadori is able to contain the cursed object in his body, but he finds out he's now the host of Sukuna, a powerful curse. And since there's no proper way to destroy these parts of Sukuna, Itadori finds out that he'll have to eat 7 more cursed objects if he wants to help people. Itadori himself is a standard shonen protagonist, following his grandfather's dying wish of always help people and die with no regrets. He has to come to terms with, while he was a big fish in a little pond in his normal high school in life, with his new diet of Sukuna fingers a la carte, he's now stumbled into a much bigger world, and it may be harder to live up to his beliefs. I've seen a mixture of hype and people who seem to think this series is overhyped. I admit, the first chapter didn't grab me as much as I thought considering the series' accolades. I did get a Black Torch and even a bit of Bleach vibes from the start. The story was simple enough to follow, but the overall plot seemed interesting enough to keep readers coming back. An early page of Megumi summoning his divine dogs piqued my own interest, but it wasn't until chapter 6 that Jujutsu Kaisen really started catching its stride for me. I expected Volume 1 to set up the basics for the series going forward, but not leave such an ominous statement at the start of the second and last chapter, nor to leave off at such a dramatic cliffhanger. After reading the first few volumes of the series, being introduced to new characters, a huge looming conflict in the future, and a leveling path for our hero, I'm definitely on board. The series seems to pack everything a good shonen series needs: solid artwork, interesting character design, and some seriously scary looking curses that will have me coming back to read the next volume. With the anime adaptation being released next month, it's sure to bring even more readers to its fanbase. Whether you're just a fan of shonen overall, or maybe you're just interested in something leaning more toward the supernatural, I think the series has a lot of potential to offer its readers. And those are some of the reasons why I think you should be reading Jujutsu Kaisen. Thanks everyone for watching this video. I know I don't do too many manga reviews since I read so many ongoing series, but I thought the series deserved a more in-depth look than I can give it in my monthly manga hauls. As always, I love to hear your opinions down in the comment section. And until next time, I'm Zath. Have a good day.